guys, welcome back to the podcast. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be making Mai Tais. The best Mai Tai I've ever had was in Hawaii, and that was probably the best thing to come out of Hawaii besides me leaving there. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with 1.5 ounces of white, like any form of white rum. You can use a white rum or a light dark rum, if that makes any sense. There's like a cruise on like light dark rum or whatever. So we're going to start off with 1.5 ounces of that. All right, then you're gonna follow behind that with 1/2 ounce of Grand Marnier. Or you can use Cointreau or triple sec. The one in Hawaii actually used triple sec, go figure. And then you're gonna follow behind that with 3/4 of an ounce of Orgeat Syrup, squeezed fresh from the yachts out there, you know what I'm saying? That's probably not gonna age well, but any plots. 3/4 of an ounce. It's like an almond butter liqueur, and that's kind of awful, but that's what it asked for. So we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna go behind that with 3/4 of lime juice, fresh if you got it, or just use this because it's easier. You're gonna put the lid on, and then you're gonna give it a shake. Then after that, you're gonna put 1/2 ounce of this El Dorado aged 12 years dark rum, spiced, aged to perfection. And if you guys haven't noticed, look at my shirt. Explore Uranus. Pour it over ice. It's probably so thick from the nut milk that we had to put in there. You take your 1/2 ounce of this El Dorado, and you don't just mix it in there, you let it like float on top. And also all over your napkin. Now, my friends, is a Mai Tai. Mai Tai interests you in a beverage.
Ribbit. Oh, that's like a perfect intro right there.
I am having technical difficulties right now.
What's technical and what's difficult?
Oh, it's this damn Chinese app called TikTok. I don't know. I'm trying to post, on the podcast, and I don't know if it's the internet or if it's my cell phone.
Dude, you know what would be funny? We should title the podcast, Let's Explore Uranus. Pretty good. I want to eat sandwich.
There we go. We'll just do that one.
Dude.
Yeah. What was that first one?
Maybe that's the Spanish version of Let's Film a Podcast. You know, the chick that does, like, the one that you just played, so maybe it's that.
Yeah.
Any twats were live, so.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah.
Sorry, we're
pretty good.
TikToking. Good to be shit.
Good. Meanwhile, go check out the.
Yeah, we're gonna post it live right now.
Oh,
3, 2, 5, 4, 1.
Y'all saw it live. I mean,
we're just gonna.
It's like a week later, but
Yeah,
none the tits.
exactly.
But anyway, guys, welcome back to the podcast. I hope y'all are having a safe and fantastic Friday. You guys are probably watching this on the 19th, so that means tomorrow is going to be hell on earth for me. But that's neither here nor yesterday.
Why? Because you're getting high as fuck.
No, because it's the whole party.
Okay.
Thing.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I was like, what is that?
420.
Oh, no. See, I didn't even think about that. And I know I promised my mom and Odd's mom that we were going to do it in April.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I didn't want to do it last weekend.
Jerry's really liking this.
Dude,
digging
I
that.
can't wait. I cannot wait. Because
I'm digging the date, bro.
Yeah, it's like, I like what y'all do.
Oh, and you know he's going to want to film a podcast, too?
That's why I was going to transition to that and say, guys, next podcast, instead of the fireball container and this ball,
There's going to be a fireball there.
there's going to be a Jerry right there.
Jerry's fireballs.
If Jerry doesn't show up, I'm canceling the party.
I want to hold this up and have Jerry do like a keg shot out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, all right.
Where'd y'all get the ball?
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm digging the ball.
Oh, my God.
I'm digging the fireball.
I like this. This is good.
We're going to give him the ball to sign. He's going to put fire on it. He's going to be like, fireball.
It's so sticky. My hands are so... Dude, I picked that up off the floor. I was like, we'll put this back for here. And I'm like...
Yeah. That's just all that stickiness. That's just memories.
Yeah. Oh God, disgusting. Oh my goodness. I have to start off this podcast by saying I was completely wrong, or 90% wrong. I thought both twins got married. So when we talked at dinner that night, he's like, "No, it was just one of them." I'm like, "Are you sure?" And I was wrong. So they actually showed them out in public, and the other one was like holding hands with somebody else, like another woman or whatever. Yeah.
No.
So we were talking at dinner, and I'm like, well, that just opens up a whole nother broad thing. So I'm not going to, kick a dead horse or nothing because we've already discussed this, but it did bring up some range of like, all right, I'm a freak hoe. He's Mr. Married Man. I'm ready to go sling some leg. And you're like, this is reserved for my husband. Because every girl wants to have that little freak hoe night. Mm-hmm. And one sister, she's just like, come on. And the other one's like, no, I'm staying home. And then it's like, no, go have fun with your sister. I'll stay home. But then all of a sudden she gets drunk. Well, do they both get drunk?
That was one of the questions that we had.
Yeah. So, all right. So they both get drunk, and then like one's like, just take me home, because she has her own mind. I want to go home. And the other one's like, no, I'm going to, go screw somebody.
This mind is good to drive, and the other mind's not good to drive.
Yeah, exactly. And one wants to go have a one night stand, but she's sharing the vajayjay of the married woman. And then like, how does that work? And then whenever Freako Nasty gets married, then it's like, the guy one husband has to like, hey, how's it? That's like some up down pineapple.
Look at that. I'm leaving that in.
That's the up, 9 down pineapple.
Guys, we're actively having strokes here.
Yeah, we're literally dying on camera, and y'all are laughing at your expense. Upside down pineapple shit. Mm-hmm. And it's like, all right, Steven and Bob, like whose night is it? Or are they going to do it the same night and just straight up dirty rot it? You know what I mean? Like
they're going to be Eskimo brothers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's awful.
Yeah, or you just straight up like go triple X and one in each hole, pig roaster. I don't know.
Damn.
Them?
Yeah. And then when you said that the other
one
half,
girl, 4 holes.
Dude.
That's a porno because normally they only got 3.
Yeah, see, look at that.
Wow.
They already monopolized that industry of the P-Hub.
Yeah.
Dude.
So yeah, that was so we're eating Mexican food and we're like,
that's very important.
Yeah, because what food you eat to what topic you talk about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But yeah, so we're sitting there at a very good Mama's Papa's Tacos, and they got brought up like, no, dude, you like don't understand. It was just one of them. I'm like, oh crap. Like so now that's a whole broad thing. It's like so when they both finally settle down, you know what I mean, like. You just get a really big bed and you share it, or no, we got to sleep with Steven tonight, not Bob.
See, that is the part that I would not be okay with that.
No,
because that's awful. Because how do you know like who's feeling more of what? You could say, oh, they both feel it at the same time, but no, I don't know. What if one person's neck's longer, so it takes a little bit like longer of a millisecond to get up the synaptic cleft to the brain?
I don't know.
Who knows?
So anyway, that was my thing. I had more questions, and I have a feeling that topic's probably going to get brought back up because they're in the spotlight now. Because the husband's like, I'm not hiding it. I'm coming out, and like I want to live a normal life.
Yeah. And now I want to ask Jerry. I want to ask Jerry what he thinks.
Oh my god, that looks like torture. That's like a horror movie. I just see nag, 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 nag.
Which one do you listen to?
Would y'all quit your bitching?
Yeah, and when you said that the other half was holding on to some chick's hand, I was like, okay, because you said freak nasty phase. Like, all right, what if one's munching rug and the other one's like licking pole? How's that work?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm saying is that the veteran guy, he's probably like, come on, come on, come on, freaky shit.
Oh my god, yeah.
So which one of y'all licking my ass off? Awful. Explore your anus.
Now that I got y'all all in here, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and break the ice real quick. I'm just concerned about me.
Yeah. Now that everyone is familiar with everybody on the bed, I just got one question.
Yeah, that guy is like G.I. Joe full of Barbies on a 3-day pass. He's like, okay. Oh, man. He's like, all right. If only that side was into threesomes with lesbians. He's got like, that's like the Dos Equis math. Like, you know when you have like 3 Dos Equis, so you've really had 6 Equis?
Yeah.
And if you got one chick with 2 heads and then you got 2 other chicks, it's like, okay.
I think I've had too many. I'm seeing 3 heads.
Yeah, there's 3 women and 4 heads. It's great. Yeah.
I think that's going to be a topic we kind of touch on throughout the next couple of weeks because it's broadcasting and it's like new to everybody.
Yeah.
Like
whatever podcast is lucky enough to get them on it to ask these questions, if they don't have one of those like NDA things where it's like, okay, you can't ask us this, and this. Whoever can get the the tea out of them is gonna win. They win.
Yeah,
I'll give them a trophy.
And I could almost see, as crazy as it would be, and I hope it happens, is like Theo Vaughn gets it.
Oh my god, that wouldn't even be fair.
Yeah.
Get Theo here.
Because he would ask all the crazy questions.
Get Theo here and then them. So I just want to be a part. I just want to laugh.
Yeah. I just want to, yeah.
Or just call Theo, call us, and then we'll go out there to wherever you are. You don't even have to pay for the plane ticket. I'll pay it for the plane ticket.
Oh, man. So earlier this week, we had the solar eclipse, and I was fortunate enough to have some glasses. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've never put any on because I've never thought about looking at the sun. Now that I own a pair, I've been looking at the sun every day. And it's quite amazing. But they're so dark. Like, you can put a flashlight right in front of your eye like this and you can't see it. So, but the only thing you can see when you put these on is the sun. Everything else around it is black. So I took a picture of myself, and I just happened to take a snapshot. And I was like, man, all right, I know I'm in the right area. I can't see my phone. Let me just take a shot. I'm going to send it to everybody. And I got the shot, but also got a guy at work, and he looks so ecstatic. And he's 58 years old, and he looks like a little kid. And we can zoom in on him. We'll do that right there. He looks so damn happy to look at the sun during the solar eclipse. And also, I'll send Lance some of my screenshots. I actually took the lens or the sunglasses and put it over my camera lens and zoomed in. And so that's an iPhone picture of the sun.
Like when you put it over the camera on your phone and you zoomed in, were you able to see it through there, or were you still guessing?
No, yeah. So I put it like this. So I'm like kind of like eyeballing the sun like this, and then I went like that, and then I could see it like that. And then that's when I took the picture. So I sent Lance a funny video, just random, thinking like, all right, nothing of it. This is just going to be good stuff. And he laughs. Well, the next day, TMZ reports it, so you know it's true. And also on the Wasted website, they reported that somebody took the same video and sent it into a Mexican news station. Well, apparently they don't proofread, proof watch, proof nothing. And they just full sent it. And it starts off like, in the sky, and you see the sun. It's like, all right, when is the eclipse going to happen? And then all of a sudden this big old hairy ball sack comes right across it.
He didn't even have the decency to shave first.
No, exactly. And so it says on here, Mexican news station accidentally shows testicles instead of solar eclipse. And it has a blurred out picture.
God, I did, after you sent it to me, I was like, okay, opportunity to be hilarious.
Yeah.
And my mom had taken Haley up to the park up here, and they laid in the grass, and they had the goggles and everything. And apparently, if you went to Sonic, you could get the Eclipse Shake, and it came with a pair of the glasses or the goggles.
Oh, nice. I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. And then some lady told us about it. I was like, huh, too late, but great. Anyway, so they did that, and then my mom was sending me all the pictures that they took, and then I sent her that. I said, I got a video of it.
I almost wanted to send it to Mama.
Oh, no. She'd be like, Matthew, stop it.
Oh, she would have dropped her phone. She'd be like, was that yours? Yeah, so, and then right below that, Google searches went up. It actually spiked. People searched, why do my eyes hurt during the solar eclipse? Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Don't look at the sun, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, how they literally, like,
That
nothing changes. Idea. It's still the sun. You know what I mean? And unless you have the glasses or you're in the, like, complete totality of it, then, dude, it's going to burn you, you know? Well, here's a fun fact, too. In 2044...
Yeah, that's the next one. Yeah.
We are in the totality.
Yeah.
So that's going to be bitching.
I'm going to be 50.
Dude. I know, dude.
You're going to be 60.
Shut up, bro.
Damn.
Man, I don't know why I'm gagging right now. What'd you put in this? It's the nut milk.
Oh, yeah.
The nut juice.
Are you allergic to almonds?
Apparently I am. I'm about to die.
Really?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
I'm just joking.
I'm about to say, if you need another beverage.
It tastes like somebody's nuts are in my mouth. Tastes like that solar eclipse is in my throat.
I'm about to say, if you need another beverage, we can link up here and then call the women and have them make
No,
it.
that's good. My allergies, dude, this week. Apparently, too, the solar eclipse, that's like a huge thing right now. People getting sick afterwards. Yeah, like it was the spike. And it's like, oh, coincidence? I don't know. But there's a lot of people, and dudes at work are hacking their lungs up. And I know it's like allergy season and stuff like that, but, dude, it was bad. Like the next day, the pressure like right up in here, I was like, dude, I can't hardly see. Not because I was looking at the sun, but it was this sinus pressure, man, or some type of pressure. I don't know, sun pressure, I guess. So a couple more topics, and then fun fact, we're gonna do some, or Lance is gonna do some weird state laws. So if you live in a state that has a stupid, weird, retarded law, just put it in the comments, because right here in Florida, we can't drive without shoes on. That's one of ours. Yeah.
How are they going to know?
Yeah.
I can tell you're driving without your shoes on.
Yeah, pulled you over because you didn't have those shoes on. What are you, Fred Flintstone? You can see him hanging out of the bottom of my truck.
I was yabba dabba doing down
Exactly. Well, I tried to stop with those shoes and it just,
You were
slid.
yabba dabba doing in a no yabba dabba doing zone.
Yeah, so that's going to be coming up, dude. He brought that up. I was like, yeah, you got to do it because, I think 49 out of the 50 states says you can't marry your first cousin except Alabama.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide and roll her over. But here's one I thought was crazy. I don't know what's crazier, okay? And I guess it's not really, you can't prove it, but everyone in the whole entire world will say, no, that can't happen. So it just makes me think, and he's one of my favorite actors, and for him to say this kind of like, just like, oh, dude, you're losing your mind. Just like when Tom Cruise was like, oh, Scientology. Everyone's like, great. You know what I mean? We held you up here. Now you're a freak. You're a weirdo.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage, badass, right?
He stole the Declaration of Independence. And he knew that there was a map on the back that could only be activated by lemon juice and heat.
Yeah. He can also drive a plane and Con Air.
I did not know that.
Con Air, he drove a plane. Yeah, I don't know. In the movies he did.
Oh, I thought you were telling me he was a pilot. Damn it.
In the movie he was.
Because Tom Cruise is a legit pilot. Like he can fly
UFOs.
Yeah, that I guess if we have one.
Yeah. No, so Nicolas Cage comes out in an interview and says that he remembers being in the womb, that he could see through the skin and see shadows of people and being in there and seeing his hand, like the whole thing. He remembers all that.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you gonna prove it?
Yeah, prove it.
Like, yeah.
But that's so if that's where your mindset is, dude, it's like, dude, that's weird.
Yeah.
And why do you come out now when you're in your 60s?
Now he remembers.
Yeah.
He had an
Probably
epiphany.
close to 70. Yeah, and all of a sudden now it's like, oh, yeah, I remember. Dude, you can barely remember what you ate for lunch.
Yeah, what if he's on some Ron White shit and he's on the shrooms? And so now he's like, you know what?
Last night I was back in the womb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And I was beating on the door to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually I broke through.
Yeah.
All the water around me came gushing out.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I mean, I can't remember as far back. My memory, I guess the longest back, the furthest back would be probably, oh man, I don't know, like kindergarten, you know what I mean? Somewhere in there. Maybe right before then I can remember vaguely, but dude, you're 3, 4 going,
Yeah, no way
you're not
womb
even
age.
3 months and you're talking about, I can't remember that.
Yeah, plus like in the womb, the baby's eyes are like, nah.
Yeah.
Like how you didn't see shit.
Nah,
Nicolas Cage, lay off the shrooms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, dude. You didn't see anything. You're just getting, obviously you got our attention, but it's in a negative way. It's like, dude, all right, now you're going like into Crazyville when you were just like, just stay your role, man. Like you held the title, but.
Yeah, if he sat there and like, because my earliest memory was like, I guess preschool or kindergarten, and it was those, those little, they're like little brown ball things that have a stem on them, and then they have spikes all over them, and they stick to your
Oh
sock.
yeah, like from oak trees or something.
Yeah. I remember those being in this like sand pit that we would play in, and they would get stuck to my hand or to my leg, and they'd hurt like a bitch. And I was like, that's an early
and they're like
memory.
the size of like a ping pong ball too.
Yeah.
They're not like little bitty thorns or something. Yeah.
I don't know what those are called. But if y'all know, or if y'all have seen them, or if y'all don't even have those, let us know.
Spiky brown balls, ding dong.
Yeah. I knew I was trying to word it very carefully, so I didn't put my foot in my mouth. I was like,
Spiky brown
remember
balls.
the little brown balls that would stick to your hand? You just cup them and you'd say cough.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that guy. Oh man,
that was an infection.
Speaking of badasses, Tiger Woods is playing in the Masters this year. And Tiger said that the way he prepared for this year's Masters, which, I mean, this is kind of, I guess it would be a good way to prepare for Tiger because of his history.
Yeah.
But leading up to this, that he has eliminated sex in preparation for the 2024 Masters.
AKA he couldn't find a prostitute or a Hooters chick.
Yeah, I mean, dude, when you were winning championships, I don't think sex was having an issue on your game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe lack of is what you're needing. You know, that's what I'm seeing. Or maybe you're just throwing down and that's what's blowing your knees and hips out that you need surgery on and you can't swing a club anymore.
Yeah, and the other day I saw where he was bitching and complaining about like something where he he was considering dropping out. Like he said, "Oh, my back hurts or my shoulder hurts." It was something that he was complaining about, and I was like,
"Always does."
Yeah, and I was gonna say every single year it seems like, oh, if Tiger doesn't win, he had this, and this excuse.
Tiger's getting up there, man. Leave him alone, dude. You don't feel that way about Phil Mickelson, and he's great, but it's like, dude, they're getting older. You know, these younger guys are coming in.
Yeah, I did see a statistic the other day at the gym because they had the Masters on, and I didn't know that Tiger Woods hasn't won the most Masters tournaments. He's only won like 3. And I think it's
5.
Oh, okay.
I think the other guy's like 7.
Okay, I think it was Jack Nicklaus or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, no way that guy's won that many more than Tiger. Anyway.
Dude, Jack in the day, man, he was. I think I sent you that video where Jack was playing golf and the guy was like, man, I don't know how I'm going to make this putt. He's like so far away and it's like a rolling hill and he's just like, just give it a good putt. Just give it a good hit. And the guy's like, oh, if you think you can do it, come do it. And he's like, walks over there. He just throws the ball down and dude sinks it. I mean, it's every bit of like 50, 60 feet away. I mean, this thing, and it goes up and around the hill like this and then doom. And he's just like, see, told you.
The putt was a par 3.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy, man. But yeah, he back in the day was top notch, man. But yeah, I just feel like everyone's going to hold this threshold. Like right now, no one thinks Jack is going to come out and win the damn Masters.
Yeah.
But Tiger at his age, everyone's going to be like, oh, Tiger's lost it. You know what I mean? He's not good anymore. No kidding. He's 98 and a half years old. He came up here in a wheelchair, you know? But they're going to hold that threshold. I mean, he kind of brings it on himself. But, you know, he even said like, hey, if everything aligns, maybe you'll see one more championship out of me. But, dude, your body's been through so much. Not even, golf-wise. Dude, you've been through car wrecks.
He drove his Escalade off a cliff.
Like twice.
Yeah.
One, his wife was like chasing him, beating him because he found out he slept with 72 women. And then the other one, because of narcotics or whatever, he took whatever pain medicine, and just drove straight off a cliff. So it's like, yeah, I mean, dude, your son is the prodigy. Put your effort into that, and just be a legend. You know what I mean? John Daly shows up. No one's going, oh my God, I think John's going to, or like, I think John lost a step because, he's not winning the tournament right now. Dude, Tiger was great. He's older now, dude. Like, let up, He can't hold that until he's dead. And it's, I don't know.
Did John Daly not get an invite to the Masters?
I don't know. I don't know if John doesn't get an invite or if he just doesn't really go.
Yeah, because to me, I think the Masters doesn't want John Daly there.
No,
because he doesn't abide by the standard protocols for like dress code and
smoking on the damn tee box, and he's just like, here, hold this.
Yeah, which is awesome because I wish I had go F yourself money and I could just buy Augusta, and then I'd be like, John, come on.
Yeah, that
wear
would
whatever
be
you want.
Some serious. So we were talking about what it costs just for like an annual membership. And the upfront cost, just even if you apply, once they get approved and everything like that, your very first payment is $40,000.
Good God.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, 40 grand, and then it's like they didn't really give a specific amount, so I think they probably tier it off of like how popular or how famous you are, you know? Like I'm sure Tiger's probably like, all right, $10,000 a year. But then like Joe that got approved, his is probably 40 or 50,000 on top of that a year, on, you know.
Yeah. And apparently you have to be invited, and you have to have a certain handicap, and you have to have a certain this, that, and the other. And it's a whole bunch of other shit.
And it's like a couple grand even then. I think it's like $5,000 to play a round of golf there if you do happen to get invited and approved.
Yeah, yeah. There was this one guy, he made a TikTok about it, and he was talking about like the best golf courses he's ever played. And he was friends of a caddy of some like no-name golfer or whatever, like low-level golf. And it was like a friends and family day, and they could only golf 9 holes. And he said, "Okay, cool, I'll go," because his caddy friend invited him, and he said, "Sure, I'll do it." And he said it was phenomenal, it was amazing, whatever.
I bet.
But I don't think we're good enough at golf to appreciate how nice the greens would be. I bet the actual green part would be faster than shit.
Yeah.
I bet the fairways would be pristine, but as soon as we go to hit, we're going to take a bigger chunk out of the grass and not even hit the ball. So there's going to be craters everywhere.
We wouldn't even know what to do with a green that was all green.
Yeah. We're used to playing with weeds and twigs and leaves and
the
shit.
way the courses are around here. Oh, dude, sand and everything else, and it's really bumpy, and your ball bounces there. Now it's like, dude, this is actually smooth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
This is pretty good. They say the sand there, like, or the bunkers, isn't even like sand. It's like crushed shell.
Like quartz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a TikTok
crazy.
the other day about that.
I'd be over there putting some in my pocket.
It was like, is that good in Augusta, bitch?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. When we were, I think I may have told you. If not, then I'm going to tell you again. When we were in Vegas for Will's birthday, we stopped by the pro shop of the Wynn Golf area. And they actually had it open because they were moving tables and chairs out of there. So I just walked in. Oh, fuck it. And so we walked out on the back.
I'm a stockholder.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I was going to justify it. I also bought a money clip in the pro shop because it looks bitchin'. I don't know if did I show it to you? Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyway, here's a picture. I think I may have already. Here's another picture. And anyway, so we went out there, and then there's the waterfalls, and then these motherfuckers were playing the 18th hole, and I was like, dude, that is so sick.
Yeah.
And they were just as bad as we are. I was like, okay, that doesn't make
Just got a lot of FU money to blow. Yeah.
So on the way out, I stopped by the pro shop again. I said, so how much is it for a round, and do you have any availability? And they said, yeah, it's about $863 or $800 and something a round. I was like, fuck. Yeah. But it comes with a caddy and free food, so.
Do you get to keep the caddy?
Yeah, you put them on a keychain and take them home with you.
Here's a little fun fact. Let's put a ticker up on how many times I coughed this episode. I feel like I'm hacking over. Dude, I don't know. I might be allergic to old nut milk over here.
Dude, I'm telling you, connect.
I don't know. I might
connect and have them make you something else.
Nah,
we got the Singapore shibbies.
Power through it. This is going to be a funny episode on me. 58 times he's coughed.
Singapore shibby.
Yeah.
¿Quieres? We can.
No, because I don't trust the women to make that because they will make it strong.
Tell them to pull up the old podcast, and then they can make it that way.
And then they'll make it times 2, thinking it's funny. Yeah.
Like they need to make it as is.
Yeah. Please so here's Father of the Year. Guess how many kids this man has? He's from Uganda, by the way.
26.
Nope.
More?
That's probably one of the ages of these kids.
Oh, fuck. 52. More?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Now I'm going to overshoot it. 84. More? Was he a sperm donor?
I guess you could call him that.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. It's in Uganda. 122.
A little bit less than that.
All right, 116.
No, less than that.
112.
Minus 10.
Okay.
So he has 102 children. He decides this year, wait for it, to stop having kids due to cost of living.
Yeah, no shit, buddy.
Yeah. What number did you figure that out on? 87? 88?
It's getting expensive here. All right,
Yeah, I'll tell you
another 20.
Yeah, after 102's, I'm done.
Yeah.
103, I can't afford it. But 102 is manageable.
I think he was done at 100, but surprise, wife number 3 and 7 got pregnant.
So he has 102 children, 568 grandchildren from 12 different women. Straight just
12.
pumping.
12.
That's almost like every time he is a kid. Like that magic wand.
I don't even
Lady Gaga, that style.
I don't think I've had intercourse 102 times.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's awful.
Yeah, with 12 people. And he is 67 years old.
The math on that is telling me
Yeah.
at least all of them has had at least 8 kids. Some of them have had 9.
And they were all at one point pregnant at the same time.
Oh, imagine how do you pay for it? What does he do for a living? Own Uganda?
I guess wrestle lions. I don't know. I really don't know.
He's probably a Ugandan scammer or something.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you can afford 102 kids.
Well, 5 cents a day feeds a family down there, right? Isn't that what
Is that the ASP? No, that was
the commercial?
That's the pets.
Yeah. Now it's like 13 cents or $1 a day.
It's more expensive to feed pets than people.
Yeah, they eat more. I think they fatten the pet up so then the people could eat the pet.
Okay.
Basically, you know what I mean? You're getting your money back. It's an investment.
Give us cat food, and then we'll just eat the cat.
Yeah. I mean, they live in huts and stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like they're living in hotels. They're literally in the woods.
I can't believe there was that many successful births.
Yeah, I mean, how many of them had a miscarriage?
Yeah, because the odds on that are through the roof. How many kids should he have versus? Oh, that's so bad. That's all bad. That's just gross.
Yeah. And so my thing is, like, they better hope there's a lot of people down there so 102 of his kids can get the hell away from each other and not crossbreed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a.
And 568 grandchildren, at some point, they're going to be doing their third, fourth cousins. Like, Uganda is the new Alabama.
Dude, I wouldn't even have Christmas. Christmas canceled. Y'all are each getting $1.
Yeah. That's still a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of damn money down there. Or over there. Down there.
Down there.
West. On the other side of the world.
Over yonder.
Yeah. God.
Is that not crazy?
What's the most amount of kids anyone in the U.S. has? Is it like 24 or something?
Yeah, what is that family? They were on TLC or something.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we're back. I coughed 2 more times on that cutout. Yeah. I don't know what my ticker's going up to, but I'm dying over here.
I'm probably not going to add the ticker because it's probably AIDS to do.
Well, someone in the comments at the very end, we're going to know you listened all the way because I'm going to watch the whole episode and count, and then we'll know if you are correct. Funny.
Now I feel obliged to make a ticker.
Just every time. Well, you'll have to count and then go back.
Yeah, see, that's why it's a little bit AIDS. If I was editing it in a different software, then it would be easier.
Yeah. So that's what I got on the wasted. What do you got for the funny?
All right, so that took about half an hour. So all right, now here we go on weird laws across the United States. We're going to start with good old Alabama.
Why not? Win in Rome.
And it's not even that funny. It just you're not allowed to play dominoes on Sunday.
What?
It says you're not allowed to play dominoes on Sunday. It says in Alabama it's illegal to pretend to be a religious figure. So you can't do that. And also, you can't pretend to be a minister, nun, priest, or rabbi. I don't know what the fuck this has to do with dominoes. But and then, by the way, you can't play dominoes on Sunday. Wow. Or hunt, shoot, play cards, or race.
Hunt?
It says hunt.
Hunt what?
It just says hunt.
No way. I'm not buying it. You know how
hunt?
many people break the law in Alabama then? The whole state.
Dude, yeah, and I can't tell you how many times I've been to a range on Sunday.
Yeah, and
that's
in Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh, Styx River.
I don't know where.
Is that first one on Wilcox?
Yeah. Yeah. What? Okay, I feel like that's a lie.
Yeah, you should go over there and be like, act like a total Karen. and put some like real thick glass on. But you guys, against the law on state statute 1083, you're breaking the law. I'm here to shut you down and have a fake badge.
In Alaska, so the title of it says basically no drinking at a bar. Basically. So
what the hell are you supposed to do at a bar?
I know. Let's elaborate. Let's see. It says Alaska has a statute that says an intoxicated person may not knowingly enter or camp out where alcohol is sold. Okay, so I'm assuming like
if you're too drunk.
Yeah, if you're drunk, you can't go to a bar and continue drinking.
Okay.
Anyway, so basically they're just cutting you off.
Yeah.
Any place. just don't act drunk in Alaska, you know?
Yeah.
And it says, which means you can't get drunk in a bar and remain on premises. Okay.
My thing is, how many bars are in Alaska anyway?
Right. And it says, but you also can't drive home. And I'm guessing they don't have a ton of Ubers out there.
Yeah, I'm going to guess they have absolutely none. Like,
yeah.
You're going to have to take a moose home.
Yeah.
Give moose rides out there.
I found this a bitch.
Oh, could you imagine moving out there and that's what you could start your own little like taxi business, like moose rides? Call it the Moose Knuckle.
Oh my God. Yeah. We're just a hop, skip, and a moose.
Don't forget the buckle and the Moose Knuckle.
It says that there have been reports that bartenders and patrons have been arrested for this offense of being drunk in a bar. Because like when you buy a shot for the bartender or whatever they do.
So you can't be drunk in a bar.
Yeah. If you are intoxicated in a bar, that's allegedly illegal in Alaska.
Wow. But it's illegal here to be drunk in public.
Yeah. And that's like perfect, the Ron White.
Yeah.
Days. I don't want to be drunk in public.
Right.
I want to be drunk in bar.
Which is perfectly legal, but not in Alaska.
Yeah, so don't do that in Alaska. Don't.
Wow.
At that point, I'm just not drinking in Alaska. I'm going home.
Yeah. I'm just going to go home and scoop some snow out of my front yard and pour me a drink, and there you go. Is it against the law to drink in your own home?
I don't know. As long as your home doesn't identify as a bar.
Yeah.
What if your house has a home bar in it? Oh, you're fucked.
There you go. That is weird.
This is interesting. Okay, so Arkansas, it says no pinball winning streaks are allowed.
Dude, what? That's a law?
Who got offended? It says Arkansas made it illegal for a pinball machine to give away more than 25 free games to a player in one sitting. And it says, according to the Arkansas state legislature, the statute aims to prohibit machines that encourage gambling.
What?
You don't win anything other than just not paying another 25 cents to the fucking
It's
pinball.
literally pinball.
Yeah. This is dog shit.
Yeah. I wonder how old that law is, though.
I wish it elaborated. It put like the year that it was enabled or enacted.
Because what year? Because maybe pinball was like a hot commodity. Because I haven't played pinball in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, maybe on the computer on that retro game, you know, the old school one, the Space Cadet, whatever it was that came with everyone's computer.
Yeah.
But dude, to go to an actual like arcade and to play pinball, it's like, hey, back it off, buddy. No streaks allowed here.
Imagine getting arrested for that 26th free game.
Yeah. And you're sitting in your damn cell and you're like, so what'd you do? I killed a man. What'd you do? I hit a 3 streak on the pinball machine.
Yeah, they gave me one extra free game.
Yeah.
The limit was 25. They gave me 26. I'm screwed.
Yeah. So I'm going to move to Alaska where I can't drink in a bar.
That's it. I'm done here.
Yeah. Wow.
In California, there's a health code that likely comes from the county fair and frog jumping jubilee. But this weird law goes like this. A frog that dies during a frog jumping contest.
Okay. I can't even believe California is acknowledging this.
I know. What a weird hill to die on for California. But anyway, if a frog dies during a frog jumping contest, it can't be eaten, and you must destroy it as soon as possible.
Destroy it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What are you doing? Got to set it ablaze?
Yeah. That sounds a little hardcore for California.
Yeah. Like, I bet the frog activists out there are fucking losing their tits over it.
Yeah, have little pickets and everything, like destroy the frog.
We don't want to destroy the frog.
Yeah, and how many county fairs are they having with frog jumping contests? And then one of them dies and someone comes out of the crowd, destroy it.
That's it. Fuck you. Don't eat it. You're not allowed to eat it.
Like it's a possess. Yeah. Oh my god! Like it's possessed. You don't eat it. You got to destroy it.
Let me put my little tofu hat on for a second, and let's say, okay, so it's a frog jumping contest. So the frogs are already being forced to do something they don't want to do.
Yeah.
And so now you're not going to eat it. You're not going to play with your food.
You can't destroy it. It doesn't identify as a frog.
Yeah. See. Okay. Now. Okay.
It didn't ask to be a frog. It didn't ask to be in this contest.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to give everyone in California like new thoughts.
So, all right. The next one's in Colorado. Apparently, you're not allowed to mess with the weather because it says Colorado has a ton of places to ski, which can be a huge boom for
terrorists. And he blows up.
It melts all the snow. You're done. You're fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucked that up so bad.
That's awesome.
All right. So anyway, Colorado has a bunch of places to ski, and it's a huge boom for tourism. During the skiing seasons. But in order to modify the weather to make snow, et cetera, you need a permit in Colorado. So you can't I guess you can't freeze ice and then chunk it into like a wood chipper and then create ice or snow. You need a permit.
Wow.
That's not
up there you won't even need to like create you could just like wouldn't like snow blowing or like plowing your driveway be making snow?
See,
you're making your own.
Get a permit. Just get a permit just in
Wow.
case. I would be upset. How would you break the law and then not even know? Like that's kind of like.
I wonder if some of these laws were written like so far back.
Yeah.
And then like no one is alive today to enforce it. You know what I mean?
Because no one like probably knows about it,
Yeah.
and it's just like only if you like.
Some guy named Saint Joseph wrote it back in 1850, and nobody's living today that ever abided that law.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So this Connecticut law says it's their junk, not yours. In Hartford, Connecticut, which is interesting because there was an insurance group called the Hartford Group that this one guy who hit me back in the day when I was 18 years old, he hit me and then tried to drive off, and I chased him down, got his license plate number and the whole thing.
Nice.
And then reported it. They got the insurance, and it was the Hartford Group. Fun fact.
you go.
Anyway,
Maybe we should chase this guy down and tell him the law.
yeah, it's my junk, not his. Anyway, in Hartford, Connecticut, it's illegal to collect rags, paper, glass, old metal, junk, cylinders, or other waste materials without a license because it's their junk and they don't want you to have it.
So define collecting. Like what is, I would say, the amount? Because what if you're like, oh, I'm just collecting it for recycling? You know what I mean? Like you said, glass.
Yeah.
You know, like I would wonder the amount because they're like, oh, you can't make so much, or you can't make any more than 5 gallons of your own wine or beer or whatever. And I think like a 3-month period because any more than that, it looks like your intent to sell. You know what I mean? So I wonder if there's like a threshold, like so many pounds of glass.
Yeah.
It
doesn't elaborate, but like, what about the homeless people that, especially in like California or Hawaii or whatever, they walk around with the trash bags. Even here they do it.
Yeah.
I don't know where they turn it into, but they take the cans and bottles and stuff and they go turn it in and you get like 5 cents or 10 cents or whatever.
There's a place on 29, recycling place, as you're heading south before you get to the interstate. You just veer off that little road by Mike's Outdoors.
Oh.
There's a recycling place right there.
I did not know. And then they pay you for that's
yeah, you bring in all your stuff and they'll like look through it and make sure it's clean, what they call clean recyclables or dirty. And as long as your cans are crushed and there's not like covered in paint or sand, because some people will try and like pour sand or like lead in them, you know what I mean? And get the weight.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait a minute. Those guys are smart too, man. They're like, crush them in like a 35-gallon trash bag, big trash bag or whatever. It typically weighs between this and this. And all of a sudden, JoJo walks up there, and all of a sudden it's like 300 pounds. Like, nah, dude, we're not falling for it.
Yeah,
like,
get the brick out of there, buddy.
Yeah, you're hiding something in these cans, you know.
Connecticut also has a bonus one. It says it was also previously illegal to sell pickles, salsa, or anything with a pH below 4.6 at a farmer's market.
Wow.
Who's going around with those little acidic or pH balance strips and saying, hey,
Who
you're
the hell is selling
there,
pickles in Connecticut right now at a farmer's market?
booming business.
Yeah. I'm in the pickle business.
And in Delaware, it's a misdemeanor to sell, barter, or offer the fur of domestic dogs and cats.
Jesus.
Any products made in whole or in part may result in a fine of $2,500 and a ban of owning a dog or cat for 15 years.
Yeah, for the rest of your life, homie. If you're skinning your dog to provide fur,
just like combing them and selling that fur.
I was like, dude, these people out here scalping dogs and cats, and you're like, only 15 years? I'm like, I was about to say that law has to be older than piss.
Yeah, no.
If you're skinning animals for fur, what are you making out? Like, okay, so all right, so just combing their hair.
Yeah, almost like sheep when you like shave them.
Yeah, all right. Man, that was going south. I'm like, Delaware, you devils. Golly.
Shit. All right, we'll end on Florida's because it's perfect.
Win in Florida.
Yeah. Oh.
It's illegal to have a 5-gallon bucket of Fireball.
Wild Gregs better calm down, though, because they're going to get obliterated with this one. All right. I'm not even going to read the title. I'm just going to read the thing.
Oh, God.
In Florida, people who own bars, restaurants, or other places where liquor is sold may be fined up to $1,000.
Well, goodness.
If they participate in or permit any contest of dwarf tossing.
Whoa.
Though they have been working on getting this law repealed.
Wow. Good job, Florida, coming out.
That's why I said Wild Gregs better calm down because they have the dwarf
midget wrestling.
Yeah, they have that going on at Wild Greg sometimes.
Yeah, and that's a whole league. We're not even making fun of you. I mean,
that's literally what they call it.
It's Google it.
That's what it's called.
The first time I ever seen him, the little dude climbed the ropes and got up there and bam, stapled a $5 bill with a staple gun to his forehead.
That's perfect.
Yeah, people were like giving him tips and everything, and I was like, how funny would it be like to give him like 25 cents, just making fun.
Yeah.
But somebody threw in, some cash and everything, and dude's like picks it up, $5, and wham, just staples it right to his forehead.
Damn.
I'm like, dude, money's money, but I'm not stapling it to my body. And then he pulls it out and he has two like little blood drips and everything. But dude, you should have seen him when he turned around and flew off the ropes and landed on the other dude. It's like a little flying squirrel, man.
Homeboy should have been fined. Flying squirrel, Jesus.
Yeah.
Homeboy should have been fined $1,000. He like tossed himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if they're doing that, like somebody needs to get fined. You're slinging dwarfs around here,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Florida has a bonus one, and it says, speaking of booze, it's also illegal to sell alcohol during a hurricane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it says that the state says it's to curb people's ability to throw hurricane parties.
So during the hurricane is the key word there.
Yeah. I mean, who's open?
Yeah, Waffle House.
Yeah.
Yeah, Waffle House will stay open until a Category 5. When it literally blows the Waffle House away, the people are still walking around like, can I take your order?
Yeah.
So when they close for a hurricane, it's about to hit the fan. But other than that, dude, no one's open to serve you. So during a hurricane, not before a hurricane. Because before a hurricane, I can tell you right now, people are leaving gallons of water and grabbing gallons of beer and liquor. And it's just like, oh, we don't need that stuff, And that snacks, they're like, make sure your pantry's flat full. Yeah, of snacks, not perishables, or non-perishables. Yeah. It's like people are grabbing steaks and everyone's having a big cookout. Because if it's not level 4 or higher, dude, we're not even sweating it. Yeah, it's going to suck for a little bit, but party on, man.
Because the other day was basically a tropical storm or a Category 1 because trees were going through people's houses.
Yeah.
I was at the gym. I didn't give a baker's shit. Mama was like, call me when you get home safe and call me when you get to Logan's.
Exactly. I'm fine. Finishing up work and they were letting us go, but dude, we were getting swamped, man. I mean, it was bad. And it's like they're shutting schools down and the whole county and this and that, all federal buildings got shut down. It's like, all right, look, you do realize summer's coming up. what just happened, and we don't want to take it lightly, but we literally go through afternoon hurricanes, what I call them.
Yeah.
There's a 3-hour period between 1:30 and 4 o'clock, okay, that is holy hell. And you get gusts up to 60 miles an hour. This is like, man, I hope this thing's named. But it's every day, it seems like. And no one really takes it serious until it gets a name and it's category 3 or higher. And even then, it's kind of like, well, but dude, so no selling alcohol during a hurricane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And the last thing I got, and we can.
So I get bars though too. If they are open, they're having a hurricane party free.
Yeah. See,
that's if you're brave enough to come have a drink with us, we're not even charging you because it's against the law. Because obviously somebody back in the day. Yeah. I'm curious to see the dates on these things.
Yeah, I wish it would say it, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how to double check it other than looking it up and then going to the state statute bullshit. But then who's enforcing that?
Right.
But
not Daddy DeSantis.
Yeah, absolutely not. He was giving alcohol away during the cough. Yeah.
Or yeah.
I mean,
this day and age, I could see when we first started.
The Kung flu.
Yeah.
But to backtrack to your eclipse thing that we talked about at the beginning of the podcast, I don't know if you saw it or if you follow Joe Patty's Seafood on Facebook or anything like that. But
I've seen his little old butt out there.
Yeah, apparently they had this photo that they posted, and it says, "We got to get Mr. Frank Patty ready for the eclipse tomorrow like he did in 2017." And this is the photo that they posted.
Yeah. Dude, his little bitty fingers. Look at his left middle finger is freaking me out.
Oh, yeah.
It's E.T.-esque. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you.
Goodness. Yeah, that little guy.
Dude, he's something else. Smell like fish, and not the kind that you can buy there.
Exactly, and he hasn't touched one in years.
Yucky.
God. I thought you were going to say when you're like, "Oh yeah, it's a funny state law," and the solar eclipse. I'm like, "What? It's banned in Florida? Are we not allowed to have one?" Because we're all about to break the law in Northwest Florida in 20 years. Funny.
Mexican word of the day is eclipse. When you buckle your seatbelt, make sure you push it all the way in until the eclipse.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
All right. I guess today this is gonna be a shorty one because I don't have anything else. I don't know if you can.
Well, the last couple have been just over an hour. This is gonna be about 10 minutes short, so I think we're good, man.
Yeah, that'll be pretty good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, if you like the podcast, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And leave us comments, drink suggestions, and just tell us something down in the comment section below.
Get ready for Jerry.
Yeah, I was about to say next week. Next week we got old Jerry. Yeah, it's going to be
That's what we should nickname the barrel Jerry.
Yeah,
Give me a shot of Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry's juice.
Jerry's juice. Yucky.
Yeah, make sure to check out the Instagram and the TikTok also.
Yep.
So
links in the description down below. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will say
chirp chirp.
Oh, beehive, baby.